You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are those of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
He ain't here yet.
He will be.
Almost noon.
Knows what's waiting for him.
Yep. He knows he's gonna get shot.
Let's go inside and have a drink.
Hi there, fellas.
No talk.
Just pour.
Sure. What'll it be?
Ride cut whiskey.
You're coming right on.
You seen McGrew?
Marshall, McGrew,
That's the one.
you friends of his?
We got a meeting with him.
You do. When?
Well, let's see. Right about now. Unless he ain't gonna show.
Oh, Marshall McGrew will show, all right. Always keeps his word. If Rance McGrew says he'll be here, then he'll be here. You can bet your bottom dollar on it.
That right?
In fact, here he is now.
Where?
Right outside, at the end of the street. Hear him coming?
I don't see nothing.
Oh, he's a-coming, for sure. Take a look. See that cloud of dust? That's him. Right on schedule. Cut!
I'm here. What's everybody looking at?
You're an hour and 15 minutes late, Rance.
So shoot me.
I'd like to. On film. We should have had everything in the can by now.
Don't bug me, Si. You know what these big emotional scenes do to me.
Now, don't get upset, Rance. We'll try to knock this one out before lunch. What do you say we get started, okay, baby? This is scene 71. You have your script with you? Positions, everybody.
Quiet, people! Camera ready. This'll be a take.
Welcome to the American West, Hollywood style. Some 100-odd years ago, a motley collection of tough hombres gunned and galloped their way across the frontier, leaving behind them a raft of legends and legerdemains. But heroes or hambones, they were a rough and woolly breed of nail-eaters, who in matters of the gun were as efficient as they were dedicated. So it seems a reasonable conjecture that if there are any television sets up in cowboy heaven, and if these worthies could see with what careless abandon their names and exploits are bandied about today, they are very likely turning over in their graves. Or worse, busy getting out of them. Which gives you a clue as to the proceedings that will begin in just a moment. Enter one Rance McGrew, an overpaid sports car driving phony baloney who can't distinguish between a holster and a hoof-and-mouth disease. His claim to fame is that he dispatches these baddies, or actors bearing their names, in gunfights, where the fast draw is simply a matter of cutting and the outcome is a setup, complete with blank cartridges and staged blood. But Mr. Rance McGrew is about to discover that this week's edition of Make Believe is being shot not on the usual back lot, but on a peculiarly authentic location, one found only in the Twilight Zone.
And now, The Twilight Zone and our story, Showdown with Rance McGrew, starring Chris McDonald, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Get me a key light on the end of the bar.
Coming up.
Props, where are the breakaway bottles?
Right here.
You know the scene, Rance?
Read it to me.
Interior saloon, cover shot of two bad men at bar. Rance McGrew enters through the swinging doors. He walks slowly to the bar, glancing sideways, left and right.
But glancing left and right?
That's what the script says.
Well, how am I supposed to do that? Is my head on a swivel?
I don't know, Rance. I didn't write it.
I'm going to tell you something, Si. When a cowboy enters a bar, he walks to the far end of the room, he gets his drink, he looks at it, then he looks straight ahead and drinks it. He doesn't look left and right. Take it from me. A man lets his eyes roll around his head, he can get himself in a whole lot of trouble. Capiche?
All right, Rance. Anything you say, we'll shoot it your way. Now, can we begin?
In a minute. My stomach's killing me. A scene like this, it gets to me, you know? These miserable emotional scenes, they're draining. Where are my pills?
Right here, Rance.
Well, don't just stand there. Give me one. Make it 2. Water.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, if you're set up, this is scene 71. A tracking shot of Rance as he enters the saloon. Let's get with it, everybody. We're way behind.
This one's for real, people.
Stand in, out. The star's here.
Cowboys 1 and 2, positions.
Outside the door, Rance.
I got it. Where's wardrobe?
Yes?
Do something about my shoulder pads. More on the left side.
Let me just open your vest.
Holster.
Right here?
An inch lower.
No problem.
Now, my gun.
Here you go.
It should be right where my fingers hang. A real gunfighter had to get his gun out fast. Did you know I took lessons from the national fast draw champion?
Did you?
Oh, you don't believe me?
Ready when you are, Rance.
Watch this. You hook it with your fingertips, like so. You bring it up in an arc.
Careful, sir.
Give it a little twirl. Whoops.
Rance, what are you doing?
What's wrong with this holster? It's got oil on it.
Replace the mirror behind the bar. We'll have to wait for the new glass.
I told you, Si, never, ever rush me. Okay? I'm a perfectionist. Wasn't like this in the Old West.
What wasn't?
In the old days, they made sure. They had to. Men's lives depended on it. You can't hurry justice, Si.
All right, everybody. Lunch! Ready?
Ready.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Roll sound.
Roll sound.
And action.
Cue Rance.
Hello there, Marshal.
Barkeep,
What'll it be?
rot gut whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Give me the bottle.
Sure, Marshal. Whatever you say.
Cut!
Don't look at me. It wasn't my fault. Look at here. Hey, buddy boy.
Yeah?
You try to gag it up one more time, you'll wind up plucking chickens at the farmer's market.
It was an accident, Rance.
Was it? He put English on it. He deliberately made it curve before it got to me.
English on a bottle? The guy needs a catcher's mitt.
What'd you say?
Nothing, Rance. He didn't say a thing.
How much longer? These boots are killing me.
Here's a new bottle.
Let's try it again. From the bottle. Positions, please.
Positions.
Scene 71, again.
And rolling.
Sure, Marshal. Whatever you say. Hold on. That there's a new bottle. You want I should open it for you?
I can do it.
Oh, dang. Here's a glass for you.
Don't need one.
You see that? He don't even use a glass.
He's some tough hombre.
I guess you boys know that... I guess you boys know I'm the marshal here.
We heard tell.
Sure did.
Then I guess you know that I know that Jesse James is due here any minute now, aiming to call on me.
I know that, too.
Likewise.
Well, what do you know? I figured he was too yellow. But it sounds like Jesse's here.
Marshal, please. No killing inside.
Easy, barkeep. Ain't gonna kill him none. I'm just gonna maim him a little bit. Pick off his pinky, maybe, with a clean shot.
Jesse won't take kindly to that.
He sure won't.
Well, well. Marshal McGrew, ain't it?
Yep.
We'll take a nice, deep breath, Marshal.
Why's that, Jesse?
'Cause it'll be your last. Oh! You shot it clean out of my hand!
I didn't. That was a sound effect. I can't get my blasted gun out of the miserable holster.
Cut! Take it easy, Rance.
I thought somebody oiled this holster.
I wiped it down.
It's too dry.
We'll do an insert later.
See? I can't even get it. Oh, look out. Whoops.
Bring another mirror.
This is absurd, isn't it? I mean, really. First the gun, then the bottle, then the gun a second time. You just can't appreciate the delicious absurdity of it. I drive all the way in from the beach just to shoot a few lousy scenes in my new car, my own car, mind you, and look what happens. I mean, I studied with Sandy Meisner, okay? I played Pinter, Albee, Beckett. And now, can't you people do anything right? I ask you, is that too much?
Would you like to sit down, Rance?
Why do I bother? Week after week, why? I give, and I give, and I give. For what?
Let's go to the fight scene. Jesse and Rance. First, Jesse knocks him through a table.
Cue the player piano tape. Stunt double. Somebody get the tables.
How do you feel now?
What do you mean, how do I feel? Sorry, Andy. It's not your fault. But these oafs out there, they wouldn't know a real line from a cereal commercial. Hand me my throat spray.
The antibiotic one or the one for the allergies?
I don't care, just give it to me.
Cut! Print it!
I think they're ready for your close-up, Rance.
All right, Angie. Don't you think I know that? I'm the only professional around here. Did you double for me in that scene?
Yes, sir.
Looking good.
Thanks. I tried to do it just like you would.
I like the bruises. Nice makeup.
It's not makeup.
Okay, boys, this is the death scene. Rance in the bar, Jesse lying over there. Rance thinks he's unconscious. Jesse picks up a gun off the floor and fires at Rance's back.
Well, at his back?
That's correct.
Hey, I don't want to give you a hard time, Si, but...
Well, you got a problem with that?
But that's not the way Jesse James used to operate.
Well, he does in this script, okay?
What I mean is, everything I've read about the guy, I mean, he fought pretty fair and square. Why can't I just yell something, before I pull the trigger?
Whoa, that's thinking. Warn the fastest gun in the West that he's about to get shot at. Look, buddy boy, you happen to be up against Rance McGrew. And when you're up against the best, you're going to play it dirty or you're going to play it dead. Now quit arguing and let's get to it.
Ready at the bar, Rance. Your marks by the brass rail.
Here's the bottle.
Hold it. I told you ginger ale. This is cola.
It's supposed to look like whiskey, though, Mr. McGrew.
Si, will you either fire this clown or straighten him out? One or the other?
Mr. McGrew wants ginger ale.
Yes, sir, Mr. McGrew.
Jesse, lie down on the X.
I don't care what he says. Jesse James wouldn't shoot anybody in the back.
Yeah, but Rance McGrew would. Rance McGrew would also fire his own grandmother. So do me a favor. Play it his way, or we'll never get this episode finished.
You're the boss, but I can just see the real Jesse James turning over in his grave right now. I don't mean just once. I mean about 400 revolutions per minute.
All right, let's get with it. Scene 93, take one.
Quiet, everyone.
Camera, roll sound, and action.
Here's your bottle, Marshal.
You stupid clod. That's whiskey. That's real whiskey.
It sure is. The best we got. Something wrong, Marshal?
Well, this sure is. Wait a minute. Where's the camera? And the lights? Where are the lights? You there. Answer me.
You talking to me?
I think he's talking to you.
Well, now, speak up, Marshal. I didn't hear you. You say something or not?
You know exactly what I said. Don't play dumb. Will somebody please tell me what happened to the microphone and the wall? Where did this other wall come from? Where's the back of the set?
Marshal, Jess is gunning for you. He's coming right now.
Hey, Cementhead, he was already here in scene 73, okay? Boy, wait, my agent hears about this one. Let me out of here. This is degenerated into some third-rate, low-budget B picture.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
Wait. Who's this supposed to be?
They call me Jesse. Jesse James.
No, you're not. You're a different actor. What are you, a last-minute replacement? And where'd you get those clothes? Good lordy property. This man stinks to...
I'm the real Jesse James. Not that side of pork that's been play-acting me.
What do you think you're doing? Take your hands off...
Sit down and put a cork in it. I'll ask the questions around here. Bartender.
Yes, Mr. James.
Bring me a bottle of rye. And wind up that player piano in the corner. I like a little music with my drinking.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Turn the volume down. Cut! Shouldn't we cut? Cut already! Will somebody please tell me what is going on?
Don't you hear good, mister?
No habla inglés.
Sure you don't. Well, habla this.
Sí.
I'd be looking for the marshal.
No es aquí?
No.
No, señor.
Fellow named McGrew. Rance McGrew.
So?
You know him?
Sí.
He here?
Come si, come sa.
Come what?
Sai?
Sai?
Sí.
Who's Sai?
The director. Get me out of here!
Where you going?
That way.
You wouldn't be McGrew now, would you?
Not a chance.
Then what's this badge doing pinned to your chest?
Well, where's the fellow who loaned me this vest?
I think you and me. We better have a little talk, Marshal.
Talk?
Maybe a long talk, maybe a short talk. But a talk just the same.
Okay.
You're supposed to be a tough hombre. But he don't look very tough.
No?
Know what you look like?
I couldn't venture a guess.
You look like a marshmallow.
A marsh? I do?
Don't that rile you none?
No, not much.
Why not?
I haven't been myself lately. It's these allergies.
Come on. First we'll have a drink, and then we'll talk. Then we'll have a showdown.
A showdown?
Where's that bottle?
Right here, Mr. James.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, see what?
How you break the neck off without wrecking the whole bottle?
Oh, that's just in the movies. Might get broken glass in it. Don't want to ruin good whiskey. Here, your turn.
No, thank you.
No?
Just a ginger ale, please.
Marshmallow.
Well, see, I'm on the wagon. It's in my contract.
Have a smoke.
I gave that up too.
I'll roll one for you.
Can't. Union rules.
Rules, huh?
Yeah, it's the law now.
Show you what I think of the law. Of course, you know how to do this, don't you? Roll your own, I mean.
Actually, I never could get it right. You know, that string on the little pouch? It always gets caught in my teeth. Would you mind not blowing smoke in my face?
That rile you, does it?
Not really. It's just that it's not good for my voice.
Nothing riles you. You're just about the most even-tempered dude I ever did meet. However, I ain't got no more time to be sociable, Marshal. I'd say it's past time we came to a meeting of the minds.
Duck and cover, boys.
What's everybody hiding for?
Think about it, Marshal. Why do you suppose?
'Cause the place is closing? That must be it. Yeah. Curfew time, huh? Well, I'll just mosey on home. Nice meeting you, Jesse. Mr. James.
Whoa, just stop right there. You wasn't leaving, was you, Marshal? I mean, you wasn't just gonna up and walk out on me, was you?
Me? No, I was just wondering whether it was gonna rain. You know, looks like it's not, though. No, not today.
Have a seat.
Okay. As long as this doesn't take too long, I got a meeting with my agent after we wrap.
You know what I thought, Marshal? I thought you was gonna play some kind of trick on me.
Me? Why would I do a thing like that?
Remember the time that bad guy had you covered from behind? And you started out the swinging doors, and you swung one door back and knocked the gun out of his hand?
That was the opening show last season.
Or how about when that rustling gang was waiting in here to bushwhack you? 10 or 11 of them.
13. I was up for an Emmy for that one.
That was where you shot from the hip and brung down the chandelier. I gotta hand it to you. Some shooting, Marshal.
I did better next week. Horse thief named McNasty shot a glass out of his hand. Bullet ricocheted and hit his partner out there on the porch. Got 1,300 pieces of mail on that one.
I bet you did. I just bet you did. Why, folks couldn't help admiring a man of your talents. Thing of it is, Marshal. Thing of it is, I don't reckon you ever fired a real gun in your life, did you?
Well, not as such.
Or hit a man in anger, or maybe even got hit in anger yourself. Tell me true, Marshal. You ever ride a horse?
Oh, yeah, on occasion.
A real horse?
Well, see, I happen to be allergic. Hives.
Hives?
Yeah, you know, a rash. Cats give it to me, too.
So you don't ride, you don't shoot, you don't fight. You just strut around wearing a phony badge and going through the motions of killing off fellas like me.
There was an episode when we let one of the Dalton boys off. It kind of a complicated plot. It seems he had a kid sister going to school in the East, and she came out to visit him on the day he was supposed to be hanged. She made an appeal to me, and I saw to it that he got a suspended sentence.
Mm-hmm. He told me about it.
He did?
He also told me how you captured him. Jumped 800 feet off a cliff and landed on the back of his horse when he wasn't looking.
Stuntman. Heights, they bother me.
That figures. So you see, Marshal, we had this meeting up there.
Up there?
And all us decided, my brother, me, the Dalton boys, Sam Starr, Billy the Kid, quite a few of us. And the consensus was, Marshal, was that you wasn't doing a thing for our good names.
Well, see, you have to understand, I don't write these scripts. I mean, I do have input at the development stage, but...
We had a little election up there, and they chose me to come down and maybe take a little shine off your pants.
How's that?
Don't you get it? We see you week after week shooting down this fella, shooting down that fella, capturing a bushwhacker, bringing in a rustler, but all the time winning. Man, you just don't never lose. You're the winningest fella ever come down the pike, and that's for sure. So me and my friends, well, we figured how's about time that maybe you should lose once.
Well, that's not such a bad idea. I could take it up with the producer at our next meeting.
I don't think there's time for that. I think that maybe if you're gonna lose, you're gonna have to lose right now.
Now?
But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, Marshal. I'm gonna play it square with you. A whole lot squarer than you ever played it with us. Face to face, and no, what do you call them? Stuntman.
Could you be a little more, precise about the terms?
Right out there, on the main street. You and me.
Oh, I think there's been a misunderstanding. See, I'm not really Marshal McGrew. That's my name, yes, but it's a part I play.
Right outside. Me coming down one side of the street, you coming down the other. Just the two of us.
But I've done that before. Did you happen to see Gunfight at Red Rock?
Yeah.
Then you know.
It was lousy. 2 thumbs down. Way down. After you, Marshal.
You can come out now, boys. Looks like they ain't gonna shoot up the place after all. Drinks on the house.
We take 20 paces each. You come around that corner.
Which one?
By the general store. I'll come around that one over there.
Then what?
I'll let you make the first move. Nothing could be fairer than that, could it, Marshal?
Fair? Oh my. No, indeed. Nothing at all. That I can think of, unless...
What?
Could we make it tomorrow afternoon? Your girl can call my girl and...
This afternoon. Now.
You mean now? As in right now? Or in the general sense, as opposed to the past, let's say, or the future, or...
Too much John. Let's go.
Stuntman? Oh, Stuntman.
14, 15, 16...
Better check all my bullets. blanks. All blanks. What am I supposed to do?
Ready, Marshal? I'm coming for you.
All right, here goes nothing. Talk about method acting.
Go ahead, Marshal. Make your move.
This is ridiculous.
I'm gonna count to 3.
Why not 5 or 10?
1.
It never happens this way. Makeup! I got sweat in my eyes.
2.
I didn't even want to be in this series. I wouldn't have signed up for it at all if it hadn't been for the residuals. God, that and the fact that they let me use my own name in the title. Rance McGrew, Frontier Marshal. Had a nice ring to it, I thought.
3. Slap leather.
Props, would you fix this holster?
Reach for the sky.
Okay. There's my gun, see? Hey, you win.
Just like I figured. This guy couldn't outdraw a crayon.
Jesse, give me a break. Will you give me a break, Jesse? I'm too young to die. Think of all the guest spots I could do after the series. Not to mention the syndicated reruns.
You say you got nominated for an Emmy?
Twice!
Man, you can't act any better than you can draw.
What about it? I'll do anything. I mean it. You name it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just give me a break this one time.
Anything?
Anything. Say it.
Marshal, you know something? You and me, maybe we ain't such a long ways off from a bargain after all.
What is it you want?
Well, sir, I ain't exactly sure what it is I want, but I'll think about it some.
You will? You mean you're not gonna shoot me down like a dog? Like a cur? Like an empty beer bottle? Like an old tin can set on the fence post of life? On a lonesome road somewhere, a road less traveled, you might say?
Nope. But I'll tell you what I will do, if you stop talking like a schoolmarm.
What's that?
I'll see to it that you play it mighty careful from now on.
Done?
You gotta play it straight. No more of this Hollywood junk.
You got it.
We may be stiffs up there, but we're awful sensitive. We'll be watching you, Marshal.
Jesse? Jesse? Where'd you go? Where do I send the deal memo?
Here you go.
What?
It isn't whiskey this time, Mr. McGrew. It's ginger ale like you ordered.
Okay, people, this is a take. Quiet, please.
Where'd all these people come from? And the lights. The camera.
You all right, Rance?
Yeah, I'm all right, but where'd you all go?
Where do we go? Rance, you're such a kidder. We didn't go anywhere. Are you sure you're all right? You look a little pale.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Makeup. Touch up Mr. McGrew, please, so we can get the shot.
The shot?
Jesse's on the floor.
What's he doing there?
You knocked him down, remember? Or rather, your stunt double did. Chair and a table.
How much longer? This floor's really uncomfortable.
Just a few more seconds.
But that's not Jesse. Not the real Jesse.
Rance, please. After this one, we'll call it a day. Now, you think he's unconscious, but he tries to get you in the back. Before he can shoot, you fall to the floor, roll, turn over with your gun in your hand, fire, and let him have it while you're still on your belly. Got it?
That's what was in the script.
Of course it is. Now, do you think you can do that?
Somebody wants to talk to you, Mr. McGrew.
Can it wait? Tell him Rance is about to shoot a scene.
He says he's Rance's new agent.
My agent? My agent hasn't come to see me in years.
Driving a big convertible with cowhide seats, steer horns on the hood. Like he's some kind of Texas rancher or something.
A new agent, Rance? Look, I don't know what your chain of command is nowadays, but go out there and talk to him if you have to. Find out what it is he wants, and what it is you want, and what it is so we can shoot.
Sure thing, Si. I'll do that.
Howdy, Marshal.
Jesse.
Deal's a deal. You said anything.
I like the red blazer. Houndstooth, isn't it?
That what they call it?
You don't know about the yellow slacks, though, and the beret. I think you've been watching too many old movies.
Be that as it may. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
That's right, I remember. No offense. Well, now, to get to the point, anything is the following. let's keep it simple. I'm just gonna stick around from show to show and make sure you don't hurt no more feelings.
Such as?
Take this here scene. Change it so's the other Jesse don't fire at your back. That would be real cowardly. Say he's lost a lot of blood and he's weak as a tea. But somewhere or the other he gets up on his feet. Then he knocks you through the window and makes his getaway. Got it?
Knocks me through the window? Rance McGrew?
Understood.
Yes, sir. Understood.
What? Are you out of your mind? No stunt double? Jesse does what?
Scene 93, take 2. Places. Lights. Roll sound.
And action. Cut!
That was a good one.
Yeah. Glad you liked it.
Now I was reading next week's episode, Marshal. The one where you knock a gun out of Billy the Kid's hand from a 4th-story window a block away, using the base of a lamp.
Well, the network wants to keep the gunplay down. Too much violence. No good?
Piece of crap. The way I see it, Billy hears you, whirls around, shoots from the hip, and knocks the lamp out of your hand. How's that sound?
Fine. Fine.
Now, looking ahead 2 weeks, I think we ought to give Sam Starr a break. He's a nice fella. Awful good to his mother.
The evolution of the so-called adult Western and the metamorphosis of one Rance McGrew, former phony baloney, now upright citizen and defender of truth, dedicated to all things involving tradition and the history of cowboy lore. It's the way the cookie crumbles and the 6-gun shoots in the Twilight Zone.
Hi, this is Carl Amari, producer of the Twilight Zone radio dramas. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our official website at twilightzoneradio.com, where you'll get the latest news and information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas. Plus, at twilightzoneradio.com, you can digitally download 3 free episodes or any of our episodes for only $1.95 each. In this age of ever-changing technology, we've decided to make these episodes instantly available to you by making the Twilight Zone radio dramas a digital download-only series. This means that this series will no longer be offered on CD. The CD collections at our website are now being offered while supplies last at buy one, get one free. So be sure to get your favorites before they're sold out. Be sure to visit us often, and I'll see you in the zone.
Showdown with Rance McGrew, starring Chris McDonald with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and written for The Twilight Zone by Rod Serling. Heard in the cast were Mike Starr, Fernette Lebo, Doug James, Kurt Nabig, Rich Komanek, Sean Cross, Steve Key, Jeff Lupetin, Carl Amari, Roger Wolski, and Vince Amari. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Brescia Associates, Claire Simon Casting, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Jason Mallow for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.